What up, everybody? It's your boy Kolosalus here, bringing you episode 3 of GameTime Podcast. I've got my co-host right here with me.
How are you doing, everyone?
So first of all, we're gonna address some questions, and then afterwards we're gonna talk about stuff that happened over the last 2 weeks because we haven't been recording in a while. There has been some things that we had to do, but anyway. So we have two questions that you guys send us through YouTube. First of all, it is to compare your favorite shooter to Modern Warfare 3, which we both gonna cover, and then the second question is how to start to work out, which I don't know if Double Tuami has any experience with that, but I think I will take it away. But so let's start with you, Double Tuami. What's your favorite shooter and compare it to Modern Warfare 3?
Okay, so my favorite shooter so far is Call of Duty World at War, and comparing it to Modern Warfare 3, I think there's quite a few reasons actually. Start off with the guns. The guns in World at War, they have so much more character about them compared to Modern Warfare 3. Because I mean, the guns in World at War, you have like the really powerful semi-automatic rifles like the M1 Garand and the Russian rifle. I can't actually remember its name. And you've got like, of course, the MP40, which like, although it kills in 2 bullets, it still has it still has character to it. It has a lot of recoil, and the sound engine is pretty good in World at War, I have to say. And in Modern Warfare 3, I find that the guns are they're all the same sort of gun, but just with different skins on them. So like the M4 in Modern Warfare 3 is like nearly similar to the Scar and all the other like fully automatic assault rifles, really. And that's one of the reasons why, well, not just World at War, but the older Call of Duties in general have that are superior in that respect. Also, maps. I think we touched on this in the last podcast. But
yeah, we did.
Maps on the older Call of Duties, but especially World at War, are just so more like natural, and some of them are taken from the actual campaign themselves. But like the ones in Modern Warfare 3 are just so you're put straight into the gunfight, and you don't have any cover or anything like we said in the last podcast. But the maps in World at War, you've got massive fields, not as bad as Wasteland on Modern Warfare 2, but you've got massive fields, and you've got nice close, like proper maps that are meant for close quarters, and that's the shotguns excel.
Yeah.
And then you've got like your sniper maps and everything, but of course, in Modern Warfare 3, you can use a sniper in any map. Doesn't matter what map.
Of course.
Third thing probably is perk balance. Now, stopping power is a bit controversial because some people find it OP, some people think it balances because you've got Juggernaut, and then you've got Camouflage.
I think that stopping fire shouldn't be in the game at all, but just keep going.
Yeah, but some people think it balances in the second tier because Assassin is definitely the dominant perk in Modern Warfare 3, along with maybe Quick Draw coming from the old Sleight of Hand Pro. But when you had stopping power in the older games, that was like the go-to perk, and only very rarely did you get people going to like Ghost or Camouflage, whatever it was called back then. And I found that to be the best way to balance the perks. And you obviously had Bouncing Betties and stuff, but you also had Bomb Squad in the same tier, so you couldn't like double up on your perks, if you know what I mean. The same as stopping power and Juggernaut. You couldn't like do stopping power and Juggernaut, obviously, because that just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But in Modern Warfare 3, you can combine all the stealth perks together, like Blind Eye, Assassin, and Dead Silence, all in the same class, which is very OP in my opinion. Another thing is probably there's less noobish attachments and equipment.
What do you mean by that?
So, in most of the other Call of Duties, you had frags, semtex, and you had claymores or bouncing betties as a perk. But now you've got portable radars. You've got all the frags, Semtexes, Claymores, bouncing Bettys. You've got fucking little RC cars and stuff like that. Well, that's a kill streak, but whatever. You
Yeah.
see what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just as if they designed the game just to cater to these like 10-year-old kids on Xbox Live, you know. And that is like a good strategy for them, Activision making money, but not for gamers like us. It's just annoying.
Yeah. So is that your
Yeah, that's my view on
your
the
comparison?
comparison. Yeah.
All right. I know where you're coming from. I was actually having a hard time to think of a shooter that I would promote to be my favorite, but I didn't actually come up with my favorite, but I came up with one that I have the most fun with, and the one I can think of right now is Homefront that I just got a few days ago, and I'm so pissed because I didn't get that game at the release. It would be just so much fun to just like pawn those noobs, like those first people that go into the game like not knowing anything. Yeah, so just to give you a background, my first session was after not playing Xbox for like 2 weeks straight, and of course my aim was off and everything. I couldn't really do anything. And in my second game, I went from level 1 to level 5 in one game, which is equivalent to about from 1 to 9 in Call of Duty.
Wow.
I just fucked up some kids, and so I just have the most fun with this game. Of course, there are some things that are not they're not done pretty well with this game. For example, the knife launch. Yeah, let me talk about the bad things about the game first. So there's a knife launch, and there's also commando-like perk, which is basically commando joined with Steady Aim Pro. Is it Steady Aim Pro? I don't know. It's basically you have a further launch and you have a faster recovery time.
Yeah, Steady
from
Aim
the
Pro.
knife. Yeah, that's Steady Aim Pro. So that's the one, and the other one, I think there are only like two really like annoying problems with the game. The number two is when you get put into the server, which is like in China. Then your connection is just horrible. It's like a one bar. Everybody's jumping. Everybody's connections, is fine because they're actually like from all around the server. But sometimes it's stupid because it actually doesn't put you like in this instance we're living in the UK, so it would put you either in UK or Europe. It puts you like in fucking Canada or somewhere in China, which is kind of funny.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and you get put with those people like speaking Chinese, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? But
Do they not have a search for server option like in Battlefield 3?
no, there's only find a game. It's basically the same as in Call of Duty. You find a game, but it's not doesn't choose a host. It already has its available servers which it uses.
Yeah.
So
That's weird. I mean, how would their systems think that having a Chinese server from someone in the UK would be beneficial? I mean,
I
doesn't make any
guess
sense.
I think it might be a glitch. It might be something that they still didn't work out how to do. Well, I don't think they're gonna do anything to the game because it's fine as it is. It's really rare that happens. Probably no more than once per like 20 tries.
Not so bad then.
Yeah, but to compare it to COD, if you would think of a game which has a battlefield movement, so what I mean by that is, for example, if you're going to the right and you put your thumbstick to the left, he has to basically stop going right and then he will go left. So it's not like in Call of Duty, you can go left, go right whenever you want. It's actually more realistic, if you know what I mean. He has to stop going right and then go left, which takes more time. And then it has Call of Duty aim, which I think is a really good thing about games, having the Call of Duty crisp and clear, aim, and your thumbstick is really responsive and stuff. It has, of course, it has dedicated servers as we talked, but dedicated servers are so good for this game. I think it had so much hate this game because of well, at least on YouTube, because commentators were getting butthurt with not getting host, and they're like, they were probably like, oh, I need my host to kill people. I can't do it on my own. So that's what I think about most of the Call of Duty community these days. But they're not a lot of weapons, but they're all balanced. There's no like really OP weapon. Well, there are really no OP weapons, and they also do not feel like they're the same weapon, like you said in Modern Warfare 3.
They have
They all,
characters to them, do they?
yeah, they all feel different. They all shoot different. They all have a different um, recoil
patterns
pattern.
and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
recoil pattern, sounds, silent sounds. For example, on Modern Warfare 3, I noticed that most of the SMGs have the same silent sound.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid is that? Like, taking shortcuts much? I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Because they're all different rounds and stuff like that. I mean,
Exactly.
they're not all from the same country as well.
yeah. So yeah, all of the weapons are pretty good. The shotgun you would have to buy for 80 Microsoft points, but let's be honest, who can't afford 80 Microsoft points? Like, I got my shotgun with my with my special edition. I didn't even know that I ordered it, but I thought it was just a normal edition, which which I was going to get only my battle code, which is online pass. But I got like few goodies with it. But anyway, and it has the best hit detection in shooter gaming. Like so far, I haven't seen a better hit detection in any other game. As I were talking to you when we were talking amongst each other about the test they've done.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, out of 30 bullets, it's registered 25. When in Call of Duty, it registers like 10, something like that.
That's absolutely crazy. How can you ship a game out with that quality?
Yeah, I'm not really sure although I explained to you how they've done the test, I'm not really sure on my own how they actually managed to do it, but they somehow did it, and they have the map design is okay. It's not great, it's not bad, it's okay. There are some camping spots which I don't like, but if you're a good player, then you will be able to manage. And the last thing on the topic of Call of Duty, how you say it? I'm seeing a pattern here, because every year since probably World at War or Call of Duty 4, it has been basically the same game next year, but with of course, with tweaks to the game, and with one major thing. So if you would think about it, in World at War, it was, of course, it was different maps, different weapons and stuff. So I call that tweaks. And then there is the war game type and zombies, which is basically a one major thing that they did with zombies, because war isn't really a major thing that they did. And then from World at War to Modern Warfare 2, of course, they tweaked the weapons, they tweaked the maps, and again they added a new thing, which is customizable kill streaks. Then on Black Ops, what they did, they tweaked it again and stuff, and then they added what they added on Black Ops. Oh, they added wager match.
Yeah, and weapon camos and.
We already had camos.
Not the camos, the emblems, custom emblems.
Oh, that's not a big thing. It's like a gimmick to sell your game.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then in Modern Warfare 3, they tweaked again, and here they are. Wait, what they add? They add point streaks. Wait, I think that other games use that now, don't they?
Other franchises, you mean?
Yeah, I think that Homefront did it like 2 years ago.
You're probably right.
Yeah, and also the Rhino and the Pirate drone. Well, no, sorry, in this game it's called the Recon drone. I also saw them somewhere before. I think it was 2 years ago in Homefront. So I think they're learning from a better franchise. I'm probably gonna get
Yeah.
a lot of heat for that what I just said, but I don't really care that much.
It's truth, though. Can't deny
So
the truth.
yeah, so that's just my opinion on the pattern that has been going on for the last few years since like Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 was a big breakthrough, and lots of people are still playing this game on PC, PS3, and Xbox, although it has been hacked for a while now. But as 402 said, they're still working on the patch about like a few years after
But yeah,
after
5 years
release.
later.
But so yeah, so that's basically my comparison. And the Homefront is the one I played recently. So I also like I like the Gotham City Imposters, and
Which I still need to get.
oh yeah, of course. And yeah, those are the only two that I can think of. Of course, I enjoyed Counter-Strike when I first played it, but then it got kind of boring. But yeah, Homefront is the only one I can really think of now. Maybe Battlefield 3, but it's too boring on consoles because there are not enough players and teams. But that just go into the completely different direction. Let's move on here. Let's move on to the second question, which I'm gonna answer because I don't think Lewis has much experience in this. You're basically like a stick compared to me. So this guy said that he's a fan of the show, which is great, and he asked, and he says that he watched my videos before, and he heard me saying that I lost a lot of weight, and I basically I build my muscles, and he basically asked me how to start working out. So there are a few factors that are gonna affect how you want to start. First of all is your age. If you're below 16 and you're going to lift weights, then I will come to your house. I'm gonna choke you because at the age of 15 you're still below 16. You're still developing, and that's basically what I did. I strained my body, and I lifted some weights, and I played a lot of basketball, and now I got problems with my knees and my lower back. So don't you even try to lift any heavy weights. Like light weights, okay, but not heavy weights until you're 16. Then your weight. If it depends how you start. If you're bigger than others, if you're just like others, which is about normal weight, or if you're skinny as fuck. So if you're bigger than others, if you're fat, then you should probably start going for all of those of all those three categories I just said. For skinny, fat, and normal, you should probably, if you haven't worked out at all, like on your life, you should probably start 2 weeks with like light weights, 12 to 15 reps, and do all of your major body parts, which is legs, abs, your back, and that's including your upper back and lower back. You should do biceps, triceps, deltoids, shoulders, and chest. Those are the main ones. So you should do that for 2 weeks and then move on to the heavyweights. If you're gonna go straight into heavyweights, your body is gonna flop on you and you're gonna get injuries. So if you're skinny, you don't actually need to do any cardio. It's best for you just to eat more, and I always say that it's good to eat more fats and stuff because it's gonna help you get some fat into your body. It's actually easier to build muscle from fat than building it from nothing. So, but also do not become like some McDonald's fucking addict that goes to McDonald's every time and gets fat every day. Just maybe, and also eat 5 or more times a day, even if you're bigger than others. But this has to be small portions. For example, I don't know, if you're eating three times a day, then I suspect you're dinner is pretty big. So I would say a quarter of your dinner for every single what's it called,
Meal.
meal. That's the one. So at least five times a day.
What do you suggest to like have in your diet for bodybuilding? Like what types of
Uh,
foods? Like is it starchy foods like pasta or protein?
yeah, let me just finish. Approximately 2.5 hours, between meals, and yeah, I was just about to move on to what to eat.
Sorry.
So what you should eat? You shouldn't eat much pasta. It has a lot of carbohydrates. Especially when you are bigger than others and you want to lose weight, then you shouldn't eat pasta at all. You should probably the only thing you should eat that has carbohydrates is rice or potatoes. Those are the good things that you can eat when have carbohydrates. Of course, you can't be like me when I was starting to working out. My mom was like, today we have pasta for dinner. I'm like, no, I can't eat pasta. I'm gonna starve. No, of course you can eat like pasta, I don't know, once or twice a week, but it shouldn't be a main thing in your diet. You should eat a lot of protein. What I mean by that is tuna, well, all the fishes, because fish have all the fishes. What the fuck? All the fish. Fish have their fats and oils, which are really really healthy. Really healthy. They also in their meat they have a lot of protein. So you should eat that. You should eat chicken. You should eat green vegetables. You should if you need a snack, because I know how it is when you're bigger, because believe me, I was really a really big kid. I know how it is, starting with your diet. If you need a snack, you should probably eat an apple, although it shouldn't be 15 apples, it should be one apple. Because, to be honest, fruit can also make you fat.
There's lots of sugar in there, even though
Even
you
though,
think it's fruit.
yeah, even
But
though it's healthy sugar,
yeah,
it's still gonna go into your energy. And so yeah, um, your lifting sessions should be about, I don't know, people say that it should no more than 45 minutes of lifting. That's bullshit, in my opinion. You should probably do whatever it takes you to do, but also keep the tempo going, keep your heart going. Don't let your muscles go, and and basically, because if you're gonna lift, for example, your biceps, and then you're gonna leave it for 5 minutes, and you're gonna try to lift again, you're not gonna do shit. So what you should do, you basically should keep going. Watch some videos on YouTube. There are loads of people on YouTube making workout videos. You can learn, maybe form of your exercise. You can basically find out new exercises on YouTube. YouTube is a really good source. I basically, that's how I met my coach. He was basically a small channel on YouTube, and he has his own gym in America. And I basically start emailing with him, and now he basically makes for me some like private programs and stuff. So I don't know, if you want some programs or some things that you need to ask, just ask in the private message on YouTube. Then we might I might like write it back to you, or we might cover in the next podcast. And at the end of each workout, you should do about 30-minute cardio, and the cardio should be about. You should keep your heart rate at about 140 beats per second, per second, per minute. um, so
and when you say cardio, do you mean just like the running machine, basically, or are there other forms of cardio?
any forms of cardio. Well, you have actually, if you have bike, you have strides machine, you have a treadmill, and you also have steps machine. So you can do any of them, but to keep your heart rate at about 100, as I said, 140. Well, it's gonna range with your weight, so I suggest to find out what's 60% of your maximum like heartbeat is, and keep it at that. And of course, if you're keeping it at 60 and you're not really feeling tired, or you're not feeling if you're not if you're not feeling like really sweaty or anything, then of course increase the get the intensity up, get yourself going. And believe me, if you keep your diet and you're gonna do cardio and gonna do lifting, compound movements like deadlifts and stuff, you're gonna lose weight in no time. Oh my god, I took like 15 minutes out of this podcast to basically say this. It's probably
There's
10
a lot of
minutes.
talk about it, though.
I know, like somebody just asked me how to start working out, and I just took 10 minutes and I just scratched the
An
surface.
essay. Yeah, exactly.
I just scratched the surface right here.
Yeah, I learned quite a lot from that as well, actually, to be honest. So.
You should start working out. You're like a stick.
I know.
I remember you from like first year. You were like one of the fatter kids.
Yeah, I was. I mean, in primary school, I was like very, very podgy. I have to say, I did like my chocolate bars and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe it was just going through adulthood. I don't know. It just changed. I don't know.
Maybe you didn't eat as much shit as you did before.
Yeah, pretty much. Put it that way.
Yeah, although you still go out and like Subway and stuff, which is one of the healthier fast foods, but it's still not as good as basically making your own
Making a
meals.
sandwich. Yeah, exactly.
Only women are for making sandwiches.
Oh.
No, I love women. Women are the best. But anyway, let's move on here because the whole podcast is probably already sleeping by now. So take it away with one of your news that you were talking about.
All right, cool. So let's do some Battlefield 3 news. Okay, so the first piece of news is custom servers are coming to console.
Oh yeah.
Now, what custom servers are, for all you guys who haven't played like PC games or anything, it's basically you can rent out your own server, and you can like choose the map rotations, like the guns, the other settings like that, and you can basically host your own server, and people join it, and it's like your rules, and it's quite good that that's coming to console, because PC does get a lot of advantages, like more advantages than disadvantages, in my opinion, compared to consoles. So it's good that DICE is adding this to the console players.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Also, there's obviously there's some new DLC coming out for Battlefield 3, and I think it's called the Close Quarters DLC.
Close Quarters Combat DLC, yeah.
Close Quarters Combat. And what it's basically offering is obviously some new maps and weapons, but specifically it says offering HD destruction and vertical gameplay.
HD destruction.
HD destruction. So I don't know if they're tweaking the code for the destruction of buildings and stuff. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah. It could be like frag rounds or something like that, adding destruction. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. That's what the main reason I'm not playing Battlefield anymore. It's basically because there are not enough players on one team on console. So I suspect if they decrease the map size, it's gonna be more fun. So basically, that's it. I guess we should talk about Assassin's Creed 3 as it's amazing and it's only the best game ever.
Of course.
So I'm gonna take it away here and say that there has been some information floating around the internet, which has been confirmed by Ubisoft. It was basically the trailer was released and the information was down in the description from Ubisoft. So Assassin's Creed 3 is developed by Ubisoft Montreal and 6 other cooperating studios.
6?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's been in development since Assassin's Creed 2.
It's quite a while.
So Assassin's Creed 2 came out. They started working on Assassin's Creed 3 on I think it was, they say, 3 months after the release of Assassin's Creed 2. So they worked a year until Brotherhood, a year until Revelations, they're working. They have another year until I think it's November 11th or October 11th,
I think
something
it's
like that.
October 30th, according to Wikipedia.
Whatever. So Ubisoft Montreal and 6 cooperating studios. It is running on a completely new engine called Ubisoft Unveil Next, which is basically a breakthrough in the quality of graphics, character models, and artificial intelligence. It's gonna be like they say that some of the things in trailer are basically the things in game, which they don't look like. I mean, they look like basically a 3D movie. What I mean by
Yeah,
that
they look like
is,
cutscenes.
yeah, exactly. They look
Yeah,
like cutscenes, but they said that some of that is actually real in-game gameplay.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So for you guys that you haven't really gone into the details much, the game will be set in late 18th century. It's gonna be set over 30 years. It's gonna be from 1753 to 1783. Um, and you will be able there will be only one playable character. Well, we don't actually know yet, but they confirmed one playable character, in the Animus, which is the system that basically shit, I'm going too much into the story. The Animus is the system that Templars use. Templars? Yeah, Templars. Templars?
Yeah.
Yeah, Templars use to get the memories out of assassins, whatever. So you'll be able to play a character called Connor, and he's American. And it has been, which is really exciting, it has been confirmed that we will be able to meet people like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Charles Lee. And you will be able to, like, those people will basically be in trouble, and like in trouble. What I mean by trouble is basically they're basically will be needing your help. So you'll be like helping them. There will be like your NPCs for like your RPG games, and they're gonna give you kill somebody, bring me this, bring me that, go to this city, steal this, steal that. So they will be able to to manage their people without any interruptions. Also, they confirm that you will be a part in events like Boston Tea Party, which I don't think you always know anything about. But I even had to do a lot of research to find out what that was. Also,
That's during the war, isn't it? Something to do with war, the American Revolution.
yeah.
Yeah.
Battle under the Bunker Hill and the Battle of the Fields of Oriskany. So I basically went into research on those 3 battles, but I don't want to go into much detail here. Those are basically those are the 3 battles that are considered to be ones which are more important in the American Revolution. So that's basically everything I have. That's what they confirmed. That's what they have. They still didn't confirm, the length of the game and stuff. So that's it basically about Assassin's Creed 3. I really wanted to cover the details because they released them. It was what was it? It was about a week ago now. They released it, so I thought it would be a good topic to bring on. Do you have anything else there for you?
Apparently Microsoft announced a couple of weeks ago that there's going to be no news of the next generation of consoles at E3 this year.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so they're going to sort of keep us waiting on that. I don't know what they're going to be showing at E3 then.
Bunch of bitches.
Yeah, we've got nothing else to talk about really.
Connect sheet, yes.
Connectimals.
I enjoy smudging little animals.
Yeah, I never really got the Connect thing. There's also, well, there's not news about Skyrim DLC, but there's an interview with the the lead designer of Bethesda Studios,
Uh-huh.
and basically he's saying that they're wanting to make DLC more like a expansion pack.
Uh-huh.
So there's going to be like less of them compared to Fallout 3, which had 5 DLCs, if I'm correct, in its life.
Wait, so they're gonna do like a standalone expansion pack. Like it's still gonna run the from Skyrim disk, but it's gonna be like a standalone. You'll be able to choose whether you want to play DLC or not.
Yeah, I mean, they said they want it to feel more like an expansion pack, so I'm guessing they're just going to like spend more time in it and adds a lot more to each expansion pack rather than put 5 like mini DLCs out.
Call of Duty.
Exactly. And of course, they're going to continue to update like bugs and glitches like they already are. And also, it was interesting you saying that they want to offer the console players some free content.
Okay.
The PC had things like the high resolution pack and the creation kit, which basically gives the PC guys like tools that the developers use, and they can create stuff like dungeons, stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
But obviously, console, I doubt would get anything like that. But they are saying that they want to release some free stuff for the console players as well, so they don't feel left out. So that's always some good news. I'm looking forward to their DLC.
Yeah,
soon.
I think a patch came out last few months over the last few weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah, that they added new what's it called? New animations for like basically death animations that when you kill somebody, now you have kill cams for when you kill somebody with magic and
cool.
with arrows and stuff. So that's
Nice, I didn't know that.
that's basically the thing that they added. They added more animation stuff. Yeah, just on the side here, when we are joking around about Call of Duty, we are joking about it for a reason. We played it since Call of Duty 4 I did, and you Call of Duty 5, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And we're basically getting sick of it. So that's why we are basically joking around about it. Don't get us wrong. We still play it sometimes, but it's not that we are just some haters on YouTube.
Yeah. Haters are guys who don't have a reason. We do have a reason.
Yeah. And we don't want to talk about the reasons because that would take like a 5-hour fucking podcast.
Exactly. We've already had our little lecture on physical exercise and stuff today.
Yeah. So another good news, well, at least for me, my favorite series, The Witcher 2. The Witcher series, but The Witcher, the newest installment, is coming out to Xbox. And the Dark Edition, which is basically a special edition of the Xbox edition. Too many editions in there. It has been sold out in Europe. People have been so hungry for this game that even after the Dark Edition has been sold out, they have been buying. Like, for example, I heard of people buying from UK buying those Dark Editions from Turkey or something like that, which is kind of funny. But it's good for the developers that they're getting so much attention. I think that what brought it to them was the amazing trailers that they released over the last two months or so, and also of course the game is just outstanding. Even from what I played on my PC, which is fucking broke, but I was amazed with amount of content I have played, which was for about a few hours, but it was just amazing. So I'm definitely gonna get it on Xbox, although I'm not planning to get it now. I'm really focusing on fixing my PC to get more gameplays for you guys. I'm really missing those, making those videos, but yeah, I think you're getting the Witcher, aren't you?
Yeah, totally. Just as a little side note, it's amazing how I remember I came and saw your, what was it, Dark Edition that you have for the PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's amazing how much content extra you get for the amount you paid.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got like the art book, and then you've got like figurines or something like that.
Yeah, there was one head figurine.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can tell like they actually put a lot of effort into that game.
Yeah, I mean, I bought this edition from Poland. So what I did, because this is a Polish game and I'm Polish and Poland is the best. No, I'm just kidding right here, but um, I like I like this game to be Polish because I liked it to be the way it's supposed to be. Well, the way it was originally made. So what I did, I ordered it from Poland and I paid about £30 less. It was £100. No, it was £80 for the special edition for the PC, and I think it was game.co.uk that I was wanting to buy. But then I said to myself that I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna order it in Poland. I'm gonna send it to my uncle's, which was who was basically coming to Scotland in like few months. So he basically brought it in for me, and I paid about £50. So if you can work that out, I got an art book, special like paper craft, which is basically some things you model from paper. I got a free game guide, which comes with any edition of the game. That's rare. I got a head figurine of the main character, some additional coins. I got playing cards. I got dice. I got that's pretty much it.
Please tell me you got the game as well.
No, I didn't get the game.
No.
They didn't put the game in the special edition. Yeah, you get a game, but you also get a soundtrack and making of the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's cost me £50. And what do I pay 40 for Call of Duty?
That is
For
value for money.
for shitty connection and bitches on Xbox Live. Anyway, so that's just a little bit of rant right there about money, but yeah, definitely a worth checking out game. Well, if you're not gonna buy the game, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna just smack your face. But I'm trying to get that game out there so you people can enjoy it, and it's only the best game ever. So another thing I want to talk about is that Street Fighter X Tekken had a really good reviews. I think that the average of the review scores was 9 out of 10. So what do you think? Do you ever play Street Fighter or something like that, or Tekken?
I used to on like the old consoles, but I was thinking about getting the Street Fighter 4 for the 3DS, but I never got around to doing that. It's a long time since I've played a fighting game in general, actually. I've never actually heard of this one coming out. Is it for all platforms or?
That's for I don't know. That's for X. I know for sure it came out for Xbox and PS3.
Xbox. Okay. Yeah, it's a long time since I played a fighting game.
PC, Xbox 360, PS3, and PS Vita.
All right, nice. Yeah.
PS Vita all the way. Yeah.
Are you still gonna get one?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna get one. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm planning to get it, but
yeah,
I need to get a job because I'm homeless and unemployed. No, I actually do have a home, but I am unemployed. Well, but I'm still at school. But that's my excuse. Although I'm looking for a job, it's not like I'm just sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah, it was quite interesting how you were.
Unlike
saying...
you. Oh.
Yeah, I need to get a job. But it was quite interesting how you said you could get like part-time jobs when you're at university, like for your gaming degree or video game.
Yeah, that was when I talked to that guy. This guy is working for Rockstar North, I think, which is based in Dundee, Scotland, and he works there 20 hours a week, part-time. I think part-time ends at 29 hours or something like that, or 30 hours. But he works there 20 hours a week, and he earns a magical amount of 38 pounds per week, not per week, per hour. What that means, the minimal wage, which is basically the wage that everybody gets, when you're working part time or stuff like that, unless you're really qualified and stuff, um, is what, 632, something like that.
Yeah, I heard it actually went up recently. But yeah, it's around
Yeah,
that.
that's the one after it went up. That's £6 and 32 pence. This guy is earning about 38 pounds an hour. Okay.
That's crazy, man.
So he basically earns more
And
money.
that's part time.
Yeah, that's part time, 20 hours in a week. So if you do your math, that's 700. That's 720 a week, is it?
Should be about that. Depends how long he's working each day, but part time,
Yeah, 720 a week, which that times 4 is about 3,000 pounds.
Yeah, and he's actually doing a degree at the same time, is he, in university?
Yeah. So
are they actually like paying him to go to university?
no, he's paying for he basically has he will still have to pay his like
His fees.
his no not his fees, but his like student loan stuff,
Yeah,
because he didn't know he's gonna earn so much fucking money.
I know exactly.
Like
Yeah.
if I would earn that a month, I would just my pants.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like working at Tesco's like
I
10
know.
hours every day just to actually get food on the table.
Well, no,
Well, it's not gonna be that bad, but
let's not exaggerate, but you're probably gonna go to your lecture and then you're gonna go after that. You're gonna go straight to your work.
yeah.
Work for like 8 hours.
So I won't be able to party every night like that guy.
I know this guy probably goes to every party possible. But still, to get such a job, first of all, you have to be lucky. Second of all, you have to have some people, have some contacts, exactly. And the last, he has to be really good at what he's doing. And when I saw his like models and stuff that he made on, the software that they're using, they weren't that really like they weren't that hard to do. Like, I would probably, if I would know how to do those if I would know how to use the 3D software that you're using, I would probably be able to do that. Like, for example, I've just finished my 3D folio for my graphics communication at level of first year of uni, and I've still, yeah, you have 2 folios, and one of them is 3D, and I just finished my 3D model. And it's really funny because it's so detailed that every time I turn on my main assembly of all the parts, it's the computer goes crazy and just starts just to reset and goes to shit. But so it's really hard to work with the project I actually have. So yeah, I talked a lot. Now you talk.
Well, I think we've covered a hell of a lot tonight.
I know we are like over the limit a lot.
We're driving over the limit.
We are at like 45 meg.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think we're gonna do the same thing as we did before, which I'm gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give you the file. You're gonna render it because my laptop is shit as hell.
Well, mine's shit as hell as well, but at
But
least it can like load a web page in a reasonable amount of time.
You're actually rendered out a video.
Yeah.
Not like mine. I tried to render out on my laptop, which is like, what was it, 4 years old, and the laptop is 5 or 4 years old, something like that. And when I tried to render out the video, it says that the video file is not available for some reason. But
You must miss your computer.
nah, not at all, not at all. So is that everything?
I think so.
So anyway, so thanks for listening to episode 3 of GameTime Podcast. This has been your host Kolosalus and your co-host
MW3.
So anyway, thanks for listening and stay sexy.